Alrighty, back again. Howdy. Thanks for stopping by my videos. Ouchies. My name's Brian and you're watching my channel, which is called kinda Not That Brian, this guy. And what I'm doing today is a few beehive inspections. I'm looking for honey, I'm looking for pests, and I'm looking for frames that I can use to grow a nucleus hive. So I'm looking for a couple of frames of baby bees, nurse bees, larvae. Ideally a queen cell is what I'm after. If I can't find that, I'll take a couple of frames full of larvae, and I'm pretty confident my nucleus hive will make a queen from that. I'm shooting today on two formats. One's a GoPro Hero Black 13, amazing resolution and a different perspective on the hive. You see what I see, you hear what I hear, and the quality of the video so far has been excellent. And of course the iPhone sitting there on a stand, just in case you're wondering what I'm using to record on. Now if you're interested in beekeeping, it'd be awesome if you follow my videos, if you follow my channel. That would be absolutely amazing. Just trying to grow the channel really. And of course, if you're wondering, this is insulation. This insulation is just basic EPS board. Gets pretty cold up here. I tend to insulate pretty much all year round. I'll move those so they don't get hurt. Yeah, I insulate all year round and the bees really like it. So this is the second hive I've inspected today. It's going to be a full hive, open up and look see. And if I get a couple of frames of good honey, I may even extract those today. Fingers crossed. See that? Cut that out so it fits around the front so the bees can get in and out nice and easy. That is literally the easiest insulation you're ever going to get, and the hive loves it, by the way. Some people will say, oh, don't they get hot? Reality, the better insulated it is, the less temperature fluctuations they have to deal with. Alrighty, and have a look at this. That's what the bees do when no one's watching. Now this has been there for quite some time. I should probably scrape it out, but I like it, so I'm just going to leave it there. It's been there for a little while, as I say. This is a little mat. You'll find them typically in your Woolworths, the old school Woolworths bags, just a little plastic piece of plastic. Some people use a cutting board, but these are nice and thin. If I want to feed them sugar, I can just pour it on there, and it's an emergency food source for them. Too easy. Now I'm going to smoke them up a little bit, not because I'm terrified of my bees, they can actually sting through the suit, but more because they don't get as agitated, which makes it more pleasant for my neighbours and makes it more pleasant for me and probably my bees. And like I say, if you enjoy my feedback, if you enjoy my commentary, it'd be awesome if you could give us a follow or even just a comment. Any questions I do answer. Occasionally I go live, but not today. Let's see what we find. Last had a look at this hive a couple of weeks ago. We've been on holidays, so it'd be interesting to see how much honey they've made, if any. And to find that out, I'm going to go straight to the middle, but I'm going to use my hive tool. Not my hive tool, rather. I'm going to use my frame grabber. Yep, just getting stung a little bit, no dramas. That's quite heavy, and that's pretty much 50% honey, which is great. So this hive's got a little bit of honey. Not full, but not bad. And I've probably got too many going at once for them, to be honest. But this hive certainly looks like there's some honey I can take and put in the other hive. So that's empty. That's empty. What's that? That's pretty much empty too. So I don't want to take too much. But I could probably grab one of these for my other hive. And to be honest, gosh, that feels good. That feels better. One of those. Alright, so the honey situation, they're making it, they're not making vast amounts. If I take one, I probably can't harvest from this hive. Go away, wasp. Go away, wasp. I don't like wasps. Wasps are half the reason I'm doing this, because they absolutely swamped my baby hive and caused it essentially to fail. Now, these are bees that didn't make it last time I put the insulation on. So although I wiped them away with the brush, a few more must have snuck in. Alright, one of the drawbacks of using these standard Langstroths is that you often have to pick up one of these. Now, I assure you, if you've got one of those full depth frames and it's full of honey, it can be ridiculously heavy. And if you're not sure what this is a queen excluder. Normal bees can get through there, the queen can't. And what that means is I get a honey super that's pure honey, no babies, you know, no larvae, and all that. Now let's get down into the brood box. The brood box is usually the base chamber in a Langstroth. Now in a busy beehive, you'll have 2 or 3 honey supers potentially. Where we are, it's colder, there's more rain, we don't see as much honey making activity. That said, we still get it. But it's rare that I'll wind up with an extra super on my hives. Very rare. Now what I'm looking for in this hive, signs of disease, honey, and signs of swarming. Now for signs of swarming, I look for drone brood, I look for queen cells, and I actually really want to see a queen cell, because if I see one, I'm going to grab it and put it in my nucleus hive, because I don't think the queen survived the wasp attack. Sad, but true. If I'm going to see a queen cell, it's usually on the outside, somewhere. So fingers crossed we'll see one here. Nope. Now in this hive you see a mix, you'll see a mix of honey there. We do see a queen cup there, which means they're practicing making queen cups. Now a queen cup is the start of a queen cell. And there's a little bit of brood work there as well. Not much. You can see some honey there too. And also on the outer, usually in the brood chamber, the outer frame is reserved for honey and food. And they do that for insulation purposes, and this one's no different. We've got a bit of honey there. We've got a little bit of drone brood. I'm doing this for a reason, by the way. Is it drone brood? Nah, it's just normal brood. If it was drone brood, I'd open it up, but it's not. Just a little bit of normal brood, but no queen. Yeah, this one looks a bit more likely. We've got a mix of broods, a very light frame. Mix of cap brood. Doesn't look like any new eggs there. Let's see if we can see our queen. Help me out here. Can you see the queen? Help me out. It's like a giant game of Where's Wally, this. I can hardly ever see them. I think once or twice maybe I've seen them. But I know the giveaway is the really long abdomen. Nah, no joy. On this side, same again. Lots of larvae there. I'm looking for my queen. No. Come on ladies, I really want to see a queen cell. Help me out here. Help a beehive out here, will you? Lots of larvae in this one. Lots of new eggs in this one. This would be a good one to transplant, as long as I'm not taking my queen with me. Yeah, this would be a really good one. So without further ado, that's a really good one. So I'm going to pop that back in there, that third one in there. The reason it's a good one is it's got loads of new eggs and new larvae. And when I put that back in the other hive with the nurse bees, if they're not queen right, what they'll do is they'll immediately make a queen cell and put one of those bees in the queen cell. They'll make themselves a queen. So we've got a mixture of new bees here, babies. Same here. This is a very healthy queen. She's laying in a really good pattern now. But I can't see her. If you see her in this video, do press pause, do tell me where she's at. I'd love to know. So I'm going to take that third one at this stage. I don't know if I really want to take any honey out of this hive, but I may have to. Oh, and look at that. That's just pure eggs and larvae. That's great. Don't know if you can see it, but eggs and larvae all through that. So this hive's a really good one to help repopulate my hive with, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So we've got a good queen here. Frames 3 and 4 I'll be taking with me most likely. Now I've just got to find some honey or a queen cell. No queen cell. A little bit less larvae. Starting to see more larvae here, more babies. Still no sign of my queen. Having a really close look at all of these bees. I'm not seeing drone activity, which is a shame in some ways. Because if I was seeing drone cups, I'd know they were planning to swarm, or at least they'd be planning to requeen, but they're not. So no drones. Lots of baby bees though, which is great. Whoa, look at what's coming out of here. We've got a bit of honey in this one on the outside, you can tell just by the feel of it. Yep, there it is. Probably some eggs. Not many. Looks like a couple of drones in there. Handy. That's more of a honey frame. So, there's 2 frames here that we could potentially grab. I'm not going to do much with it just yet. All I'm going to do is put this on, and we're going to lit her up. And I know that there's 2 frames in there that I can grab if I need. Would help if I'd set it down properly. You ever had one of those moments when something's not right? If it's not right, don't force it. Go back, have another look, see what the problem is. Same in beekeeping, same in life. There you go. Because it's all meant to fit together nice and smoothly. If it doesn't, you've done something wrong. Alrighty. Well, that's that hive. So far I've identified a couple of frames full of baby bees that'll help kickstart that hive. I'm going to look in this one now, and I'm hoping there'll be some queen cells in there. If there's 1 queen cell, I'm happy. Better yet, if there's 2 queens, I'm even happier. But I really do want a couple of solid frames of honey for my baby hive. So let's see how we go. And thanks for stopping by the way. Again, not that Brian, this Brian. If you like beekeeping, if you like my style, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. Just trying to grow the channel. Cheers from Melbourne, Australia.